You know, the author Selma Lagerlöf, she had this really powerful idea that deep down, every single person has this essential goodness, and it can be woken up through love and understanding. But what happens when someone's totally convinced the world is just a giant trap? Today, we're going to dive into her incredible story, The Rat Trap, to see how one single act of compassion can go up against a lifetime of cynicism.
Okay, so this one quote, it's pretty much the entire dark philosophical heart of our story. This is the worldview of our main character, and it's a powerful metaphor that sets the stage for, well, everything. He literally sees the world as one giant trap, designed to lure you in with all these promises of happiness, only to snap shut when you least expect it.
All right, Section 1. The world is a rat trap. So, let's meet the man who holds this pretty bleak philosophy.
He's a nameless peddler, selling these little wire rat traps just to get by. And yeah, he's not above begging or a bit of petty thievery when he has to. And what you're seeing here is the central contrast of his character. On the left, that's his reality. Rags, sunken cheeks, constant hunger. Just a sad, grinding life. But on the right, that's his philosophy. As dark as it is, this idea that the whole world is a trap, it actually gives him this strange kind of comfort, this unwanted joy. Thinking about other people getting caught is pretty much the only thing that makes his own suffering feel manageable.
Okay, Section 2. The bait and the theft. Now, this whole cynical worldview he's built for himself, it's about to be put to the test. So, our guy's looking for shelter one night, and he gets this surprisingly warm welcome from a lonely old crofter. And the old man, he offers way more than just a roof over his head. He offers a real human connection. He shares his food, his tobacco, and for what feels like the first time in forever, the peddler is treated like an actual guest, not just some vagabond.
30 kroner. To the proud old crofter who earned it, this money is a symbol of his hard work and independence. But to our peddler, looking at the world through his cynical, rat-trap-colored glasses, what does he see? Yep, bait. The cheese left out in the trap. And just like that, the peddler proves his own theory right. All that kindness he was just shown, it's forgotten. He sneaks back, smashes the window, and snatches the money. He behaves exactly the way his philosophy says people will. When you're faced with bait, you get caught. And for a little while, he feels pretty pleased with himself. Pretty smart.
Section 3. Caught in the woods. But his clever escape doesn't exactly go to plan.
He runs off into the woods to avoid the main road, but he gets completely, hopelessly lost. And it's here, in the dark and the cold, that he has this terrifying moment of realization. The forest itself, it's become a giant rat trap. And he, the guy who was so smug watching everyone else get caught, he's been fooled by the bait. Suddenly, this isn't some detached philosophy anymore. It's his reality.
Okay, Section 4. An unexpected kindness. Just when he's about to give up and die, he hears a sound that leads him to safety and to a very, very unexpected encounter.
He stumbles into an ironworks, and the owner mistakes him for an old army comrade and invites him home for Christmas. But the peddler, he totally panics. I mean, he's got stolen money in his pocket. This invitation feels like the most obvious trap in the world. Accepting it, in his mind, would be like throwing himself right into the lion's den. After the ironmaster's daughter, Edla, manages to convince the peddler to come home with them, his worst fears seem to come true. The next morning, he's all cleaned up, bathed, and dressed in nice clothes, and in the light of day, his true identity is revealed. The ironmaster is furious and threatens to call the sheriff. The trap is literally about to spring shut.
But then, just as he's about to be thrown out, we get the story's big turning point. The Ironmaster's daughter, Edla, steps in. And even though she knows he deceived them, she insists that he stay for Christmas.
And her logic here is the key to everything. She doesn't see a thief or a liar. She sees a human being who is constantly being chased away, who has no real home. And in her mind, he deserves just one day of peace. Her kindness isn't bait, there are no strings attached. It's a genuine gift. And this idea is something that completely shatters the peddler's rat trap philosophy.
All right, Section 5, the captain's final gift. So after a peaceful Christmas Eve, the story reaches its climax.
While they're at church on Christmas morning, the ironmaster and Edla hear that a local crofter was robbed by, you guessed it, a rat trap seller. They're absolutely certain they've been had, and they rush home wondering what's been stolen from them. So what did they find when they got back?
They find the peddler is gone, but he hasn't stolen a single thing. In fact, he's left a package behind for Edla. Inside, there's a small rat trap, and inside that are the 30 kroner he stole from the old man, along with a letter.
And the letter, wow, the letter explains everything. He signs it not as a nameless peddler, but as Captain Von Stale. He admits he was the rat who was about to be trapped forever. But because Edla treated him with the dignity and respect of a captain, she gave him the strength to finally behave like one.
And this, right here, is the ultimate takeaway. Edla's kindness didn't magically force him to change. It empowered him. Her respect gave him the power to clear himself, to make a conscious choice to rise above his old cynical self. He chose to become the honorable man she believed he could be.
And that leaves us with this final thought. The Rat Trap isn't just a story about a thief finding redemption. It's a profound look at the power of empathy. It really makes you ask, maybe the best way to help someone escape a trap isn't to punish them for getting caught, but to show them a kindness so genuine and so unexpected that it gives them the strength to set themselves free.